everybody? It's your girl Nia, the video gamer, and I wanted to come on real quick, make a quick video about a video that I saw today from Jim Sterling. I think the name of the website is The Escapist, and he was talking about booth babes. So I don't want people to think that just because you know, I'm a female gamer that I'm gonna come in, like, you know what I'm saying, like just bashing men and being like all extra feminist. But I will admit that when it comes down to social issues and gender issues, those are things that I particularly take interest in. It probably has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, I have a psychology degree. Currently getting my master's in sociology, but I think I'm gonna go back to psychology. But whatever, just know that I have a background in the studies of, you know, humanities, social studies, and stuff like that. So in his video, he talked about he was talking about how you know, the different sides of the booth babes. You have one camp saying that booth babes need to be eradicated from gaming expos and make it more about gaming, and then we have the other side, you know, which is the booth babe side, you know, basically just saying that, you know, even though booth babes, they dress in scantily clad clothing, you know, they're still just, you know, human beings, you know, just working a job, and taking them out of gaming expos is putting a lot of women out of work, basically. And so basically I just wanted to come on and put my 2 cents in it. I've never been, you know, fortunate enough to go to a big gaming expo like E3 or anything like that. Hopefully one day I'll have a chance to go to something like that. But I will say this, from a female perspective, I don't really consider myself to be threatened by booth babes. I can, you know what I'm saying, like, I could appreciate a beautiful woman. You know, if there's a woman, you know, she's beautiful, I can admit, you know, she's a very gorgeous lady. But at the same time, I don't want to say that I'm uncomfortable per se, because I mean, you know, she's just a chick, you know what I'm saying, whatever, she's just wearing an outfit. But I will say that the whole the whole booth babes being there in general is just kind of like an insult to consumers, specifically male consumers, because marketers are basically telling men that you're stupid, and the only way I could get you to buy my product is if I put a set of boobs and a pretty face next to it. So to me, I feel like it's more insulting to men than it is to women, because at the end of the day, these girls are getting paid. They're getting paid, and basically the men at these expos who actually partake and gawk at these women are being mind fucked. I hate to use such language, but it's true. Like you guys are getting bamboozled and swindled by a pretty face and a set of boobs. Like, some people are like, oh, we know, boobs for the win, you know, tits to get the F off, whatever. But at the end of the day, you're getting owned by a pair of, you know, boobs. Which I think is hilarious. Anyway, but I also do understand that there are men who are conscious and can see past the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? They understand that, you know, this is just a woman in a costume. This is a human being who's getting paid to do a job, and she's doing her job. You know, whatever. Now, looking at this from a female perspective, I don't think that it's insulting to have a pretty woman, you know, marketing your products. Like, in itself, it's really not an insulting an insulting practice. You know what I'm saying? If you're just, you know, finding ways to try to, you know, attract people to your you know, your booth or whatever, then whatever. But let's not pretend that we live in some utopian society where regardless of your gender, you could just choose to be free-spirited and, you know, choose to do something with no stigma attached. Now, if we lived in a utopia society where men and women were both equal, like equal, not just pretending to be equal, like real talk, like we're all just human beings, then booth babies would not be a big deal, because more than likely there would also be a booth hunk. But the fact of the matter is, we live in a society where women are, I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I don't want to come off, you know, abrasive and militant and all that, but the fact of the matter is that we live in a society where women are prejudged based on their appearance, and most of the power goes to the men. We live in a very patriarchal society where men are usually always on the upper hand. And so when we have these women dressed in scantily clad clothing, yes, these women are mind owning you, but at the same time, we have to remember who's over this stuff. More than likely, it's some dude, you know what I'm saying, who thinks that it's okay for a woman to just be there just because, you know, she's sexually appealing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to generalize and say that they're, you know, hiring women who don't know anything about video games. These models, these attractive women, may very well be gamers. That's not the point. The point is that there are some men, I think, just the mindset of men in general, I feel like they believe that they somehow have dominance or control over a woman's appearance and what she can do with her body. I'm not saying that the marketers who do this on purpose. I think that it's a part of the unconscious that we are teaching ourselves, our children, the people who are a part of our society, if that makes sense. I don't want to relate it to, you know, slavery or what am I trying to say? I don't want it to make it seem like, you know, like there's just these guys and they're just, you know, hiring women to be like, you know, you know, like serving to them or like obedient and things like that. But the way that our society is wired, it really is like that. Like every time you see a woman in scantily clad clothing, people automatically assume it's because she's trying to get the attention of a man. And for some people that's true, but for some women that's just the way that they dress. And but a lot of men believe that women are doing it to cater and to pander to them. And I think that's just part of the mindset that we just have in this society, that, you know, men control women and the actions of women. But I don't want to go too deep into that because, like I said, you know, I don't know if I said this earlier, a lot of my subscribers are men, and I appreciate all of you, but I think that there's just some really deep-seated issues in our society related to gender and race and, you know, ethnic backgrounds, all that type of stuff that, you know, I think about, to be honest, on a daily basis. And I really hope that I didn't offend anybody with anything that I said. You know, if I need to come back and clarify some things, you know, I will be more than happy to do that, because it is not my intention to start a war, you know, amongst genders, anything like that. But me being a female gamer, I do have a perspective that some of my male subscribers might not have. And, you know, I'm willing to discuss it in a very, you know, calm and you know, professional way, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not trying to be offensive. But anyway, this video is like mad long and I gotta go run some errands and whatnot, so I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.